right, gentlemen. Tell me your love story.
Once upon a time,
You ripped the bag.
there was a beautiful Fluffy in a castle far, far away.
Who was offended that Shawn ripped the bag?
Okay, you ripped the bag.
He yanked on the bag. My hand was inside of it.
My hand was there first.
See? Beautiful. Fight like married couple. So, a long time ago, I went into, like, study hall with this man right here. And
By a long time, he means like 8 years.
yeah, 8 years ago.
9th grade.
10th.
10th. My bad.
And I turned around to him. We were conversating about something because I'm a talkative guy, and I turned around and we were talking about. I was like, "Oh, isn't she?" I think we were talking about a girl in the class, but I'm not sure. We weren't talking about her being attractive though. She was doing like nasty things, and it was. We're not going to talk about it because we'll scar you guys, but.
Scar you for life.
We're still
Life.
scarred.
8 years later.
Well, I asked him, I was like, "What's your name, by the way?" He goes, "Oh, I'm Zach." I was like, "Oh, I'm Shawn. Nice to meet you." Or no, I said, "I'm Ray," because that's what I wanted to go by back then, and because of
Still don't call him that.
some other things.
I thought you were Shawn to his family.
I am Shawn to his family best because his family knows my mom very well, but it depends on who he's around that what he calls me. But when it's just us,
It gets confusing sometimes,
It's Shawn.
okay?
It does.
I answer to both, so
It is a little less confusing now that we don't have another Shawn, though.
yeah, much nicer.
When you say, "Hey, butthead," he looks too.
He responds to a lot of things. Anyway.
But then next class I come in, I couldn't remember his name. And I asked him his name again. And then the next time, same thing. So then finally I came in, I was like, "You know what? I'm going to call you Fluffy." And he's like, looked at me weird. I was like, "Well, have you ever heard about that Gabriel Iglesias special where he talks about the 5 levels of fatness? Healthy, husky, fat, fluffy, and damn!" But those are the 5 levels, by the way. I was like, "Don't worry. You're just the 4th one. You're just fluffy."
There's 6 now.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
Oh, hell no. Yep. But that back then there was only 5 because that's how old we are. I went to see him twice. He's went to see him we went together once, and we plan on doing it again for his next special, whenever that is. But after that, we just started hanging out, and one time we were hanging out, and we're having a competition to see who could carry who farther. And we were jumping on each other's backs and carrying each other a certain distance.
You're supposed to say spoiler alert first.
And then we're walking into the park. This is on our way to the park, by the way. We're walking into the park, and
on a gravel road. Gravel on top of cement.
And he surprises me, and he jumps on top of my back, and when he comes around, he has closed fists, and he clocks me in the jaw.
Not purposely.
And I lost my temper for a split second.
Next thing you know, I am 5 feet in the air, 7 feet out, landing on my back. Because he decides to wrestler throw me. My left side was numb for about 2 hours.
I may or may not have thrown him and then had to be his crutch on the whole way home because I felt terrible.
That was painful.
And then ever since then, we were friends because he's been too afraid to not be my friend.
But
No, I'm just kidding.
But I still had the sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we got over it quick. But I don't even think he got mad. I think he was in too much pain to be mad.
Got mad afterwards.
Yeah.
During it, yeah, I'm just like, ow! I can't feel my left side. Did I have a stroke?
But then, then like our next battle was who could eat more, and he didn't believe me because I was real skinny, and he's a bigger guy. He's like, no, I can eat more than you. It won't even be a contest. We went to KFC and both got a bucket of 20 biscuits and gravy. And I ate all 20 of my biscuits. And
I could only eat 18.
He got to 18.
Yes, but we still finished it, and we wore the buckets home
On our heads.
triumphantly.
We did. We wore the buckets home on our heads all the way back to my house. That was the worst part, is the fact that we couldn't drive back then, and we had to walk like 5 miles with our tummy full of KFC biscuits.
That sucked.
20 biscuits.
And
Better
gravy.
known as curb cakes. So,
But it was fun.
yeah. And then pretty much every other time was just, a lot of our stories involved going over and hanging out at Amanda Askin's house, and
The cookie you thought was a dog treat? Or the dog treat you thought was a cookie?
yeah, the dog treat, I thought it was a cookie. So we're baby's house sitting for his aunt, and we go in, and this is like day 2 or something. I walk over, and I see this guy pulling out a cookie, and it's the last one in the package. And I didn't read the package or anything. I don't even think the package was there, but like...
Oh, it does. It was. It had written on it, dog treats.
Well, anyway, he pulled it out of the top of it, and it was the last one in the thing. I'm thinking he's being sneaky, and he's trying to get this last cookie, so I rip it out of his hands and throw it in my mouth.
And he starts chewing.
And
That's the best
I did.
part.
I started chewing. I was like... it was probably like one solid chew. It was like... And I'm like... Yeah. And just cookie just out of my mouth. But payback happened months later.
Oh, God.
We went to an
God,
all-you-could-eat
God,
breakfast
that's
buffet.
Terrible.
he thought the bran muffins were chocolate muffins. And he took the bran muffin. He bit the whole top off. He
whole
was
top.
so excited. He was like, oh.
That was nasty.
He crapped forever that day.
So nasty.
But it was all you could eat bacon too, and I had a field day.
And pancakes and French toast.
Oh, the eggs, delicious.
Delicious. And then there was another time with the car and the sandwich. He was driving down. It was kind of icy out.
It was right after I got my license.
That's the funny part. That's one of the funny parts to me.
Well, it
But,
made me a better driver.
Touche. But we're driving, and it's going down a hill, and
It was really icy.
it was icy, and he hits a pothole, and he just starts swerving. He got straight, but then we hit another pothole, and next thing you know, we play bumper cars with the guardrail and then a tree. So now we're facing the way we came, up against a tree on the opposite side of the road that we were coming from, and I'm like, Sean, I think your bumper's off. He's like, no, the car's still intact. Like, no, I'm pretty sure your bumper's right there.
I get out of the car. I start walking around the car, and I hear a crunch.
And all I hear in the car is, God dang it!
Yeah. I look down, and I'm stepping on the bumper of my mom's car.
So,
And-
me being the friendly a-hole I am, I opened the door and just casually said, at least my sandwich is okay, and then shut the door.
Because he had a sandwich from Sal's, I think.
Yep, that was
Sal's sandwiches, and
delicious.
he
First
pulls
time,
it
too.
out. It's still in the foil and everything. My sandwich is okay. I wanted to kill
He
him.
just screamed at me. I shut the door. I'm like, I'm gonna sit here now. I'm good.
But fun things. So you want more? Because we can go all day. This is like year 1.
This is year 1. That is
Year 1 of friendship.
Shit.
We got 7 more.
I want to hear you tell the turtle story.
Turtles?
Turtle story.
So
I love turtle story.
I do too.
So I'm driving over to my buddy Fluffy's house, and I see a turtle in the middle of the road. And oh crap! So I stop, and I'm like, I just learned in biology about turtles, and that this looked a lot like a map turtle, which is like an endangered species turtle. So I thought it was even cooler. I was gonna take it to his house and let it free in his yard. Well, once again, I am in my mom's car. This is after that story, so I pick up the turtle. I put it in my front seat. And I start driving. I was probably only like a couple blocks from his house.
Not even blocks. You were a couple of houses up the road.
Well, I'm driving down. I look over and like a quick glimpse to make sure he's okay. And then I have to look back because he's peeing all over my mom's seat. Well, at this time, I wasn't as good at keeping the car straight and looking somewhere else. I had veered over to the opposite side of the road, and I took out a mailbox. But not just any mailbox. It was a fancy house.
Custom built out of wood. He made it himself and everything.
It was kid made it for him. It was a kid.
Right.
It was his kid's present.
That's right.
And this guy...
Handmade.
Well, I hit the mailbox. I kept on driving. And because I was like another house or two away from Fluff's. I pulled down in his driveway. I told his dad exactly what happened. He's like, all right, well, we got to walk back up. And I start walking back up. And...
also, it put a dent in his mom's windshield, too.
I wouldn't say a dent.
Yeah, it put like that slow shatter up the side of it.
Right next to where the mirror was. And... well, we walk back up, and this is like an old Dutch man, and he's just screaming at us, just screaming. And I'm like, oh no. And he's like, if you don't get this fixed in 1 hour, I'm calling the cops, and it's better look like brand new.
Yeah, he was a very bitter old man.
Yeah.
Nice, but very bitter.
I understand it wasn't the nicest looking mailbox either. It looked old.
It was old, but so it was handmade for him.
Yeah, I get it. I just was like, I'm a kid. Leave me alone.
Yeah, to buy wood and everything. And build together.
Yep. His dad was gonna just glue it all back together, but the old man said it looked like it was pieced. He's like, I don't want it pieced together. I want it made brand new. Like it was when it was first given to me. Fun story. All because of a turtle.
Fluffy, what's your favorite story of you two or him?
Probably the biscuits.
Did you tell your favorite story?
Did I tell my favorite story?
Yes.
Before he does that, it's a warning. Never let him behind you with the glue stick and a penny. You will die.
You're still here.
But that hurt like a bitch.
You're still here.
I don't care.
There's no proof.
Well, not now. There was for a month. There's a big red mark.
There's no proof.
I had Mama Dondorf. She's my proof.
I guess you got a point.
Ah.
No, he had a penny there.
No, Mama Dondorf had to cut it off.
No, remember I ripped it off. Because
you
were
tried
like, and I'm just like, here, Fluff, I'll get it for you.
That's how you cut it. That's right. Mama Dondorf tried. God,
I just ripped it as fast as I could off. Like ripping off a Band-Aid.
That's okay. I did duct tape to your leg.
Is that your favorite story?
No. I mean, if we're talking... My favorite hurting somebody story, I'd have to break out the George stories.
No, we're not doing that.
I know.
meant the favorite Fluffy story.
Favorite Fluffy stories?
And the reason that you have favorite hurting stories with George is because you and George are mean to each other. You don't like hurting people.
No, just George.
Just wanted to clarify that.
Sometimes
Occasionally Fluffy. When there's no
Roommate,
George to be
put a penny
found.
on my neck.
I didn't
Duct tape
get
my legs.
enjoyment out of
You've
throwing...
duct taped to my leg.
He's
I
the
have my
hairiest
arms.
man alive. I do not grow hair. I am the least hairiest man. He is Chewbacca. It's like...
No, my dad's Chewbacca. I'm Chewbacca Jr.
Yeah, he's Chewbacca Jr.
Let's get it straight.
But I don't know what my favorite... I have so many good stories about with Fluffy. Oh, here's another one when we first became friends. This one's pretty good. So we're making out Sims for ourselves.
Oh. Screw you.
That started really weird. I'm glad that there was not an awkward pause there.
No, we're making Sims for each other. And we're like, I'm going through, and I'm like, hair, forehead, eyebrows, eyes. You know, you work your way down all the facial features and stuff. You know, like neck, shoulders, chest, all that stuff. Well, we're making his sim, and I go, you know, eyes, nose, mouth, chin, and I skip to chest, and he goes, "Hey, you skipped neck." And I look at him, I go, "What neck?" And he's like, "You dick!" Like, coming at me and stuff. Like, "You're a jerk."
Still salty about that one sometimes.
Look at him, he has a neck now.
Fluffy's like, I forgot how salty I was about that until we brought it up.
I was.
That was good. I was mean, but it prepared him for high school.
You became friends in high school.
I know. I prepared him for the rest of high school and being my friend.
Yeah, touche.
I'm not mean. I'm just funny.
Funny mean.
But
Funny
the most
mean.
important question, do you love each other?
Oh, yes.
Unfortunately, I do.
See, the reason I was fighting over which is my favorite story is I think my favorite story of Fluffy is just him holding my child right after it was born, being the first one
It.
in the room to, like, just
Called her an it.
steal up her.
You said my child. I'm holding it.
Her.
Okay, cool.
To
Holding
switch.
her, and just he held her for like
I went
hours and hours.
I contemplated calling off
8
work.
hours, I think. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I had to, no, because my sister, your mom wanted to hold it.
Oh, that's right. There were other people that showed up.
You made me share.
Safety.
Quit shitting your pants.
Safety.
Jesus Christ.
And as long as we all remember, I was Fluffy's friend first.
I'll say we definitely were acquaintances more. We weren't really friends, but we definitely knew each other first. I will say that.
He was
But when
mine
it comes
first.
to friends, oh, like, shit. I'm gonna die just from a snow. Jesus Christ.
And this is what I deal with.
She sleeps with me.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know how that baby was made.
I wasn't meaning like that. I just meant in the same bed.
That
I know.
smells so bad.
One time, I Dutch ovened her with the same fart 3 times.
This is not about me.
But it was funny. Holding her.
Holding your daughter.
Yeah. So that's pretty much both of our favorite things. Is like, well, mine was his is getting to hold my baby and him being the uncle and everything, and mine is how much my best friend loves my daughter. It just was amazing.